Welcome back to Worthington Model Railway and my 200th video. What I thought I'd just do today is give a quick layout update. Welcome back to Worthington Model Railway. Steve here. 200 videos. I think it's kind of an achievement. I know I did slow down for a while, but then I picked back up more recently and been getting some good feedback. What I thought I'd do for the 200 is just go through the layout as it stands. It's about 75% complete at this point, although there are some areas where it definitely needs attention. I got some points that need relaying, for example. I've got a couple of places where the track is a little wonky, and so I probably should fix that as well, but I'll kind of talk through that as I go around. People also often ask me about the display cases and, you know, what's up there, etc. So it does come up and down, sometimes not as often as it should do, and right now I've got way too much stock on the layout, and that I will resolve because I'm building a new display case, so I can put some of that stuff in that case, and then it'll be easier. Sometimes it's tough to run trains because I can only manage to run 2 or 3 trains at a time when I'm here on my own. Any more than that, and it just starts to get a bit wonky. So we'll finish up the video running some trains on the layout. If you've been watching my videos, you'll have seen a lot of the progress, and you'll have seen a lot of things running in different places. So I'm going to start at one end and work my way to the other end. And I'll do some of this handheld just so we can actually see some of the details and some of the things that are going on. So here goes. So starting at this end of the layout, what we have in the background over there is a caravan site. I'll zoom in a little on that. We've got the factory building over there. We have a farmhouse in the middle of the tracks, and way in the back there is a pub, and that brings us around to where the station and the village starts, so we'll do that as a separate section. So I think there you can see the caravan and the camping site, and as I say, we get over here and there is a low relief building, warehouse, and then here's the farm. There's some pigs over there, and there's some junk in that shed there. Let me zoom in a little bit on that. And a couple of people. Good old Land Rover, and the chicken coop and the chickens. And then over here we have a derelict, burnt out house. And here in the corner we have a pub, and there's a delivery dray there. There's a steam crane. There's a Inspector Morse pulling in. There's another Land Rover back there. A few people outside the pub. And over here we have the steam ploughing engines ploughing up the field. And next to that we have a horse barn. I see one of the horses is laying down. I'll stand him up. And we have a few cows here too, and I see one of those is laying down as well. I'm going to go in from the other side so we can see the tunnel entrance. The road is here, and you'll see the beginnings of the village over there. And then we have a track's eye view of going into the tunnel. And down here we have the bus depot. I'm going to pan along the village and the station. The village is kind of sort of done, but the station still needs some details. I do have signage and things of that nature to put in here, but that seems to be one of those round to it jobs that I never quite get round to it. Anyway, so come the other end and we can look down at the station. Now in front of the station village area we have a row of terraced houses, and I'll show you some of the detail in the backyards, or yards of these terraced houses. And then at the end there we have a park, and we have some people. So as we come out of the station, we get into this area here with a signal box, and then we have the two main lines up at the top there. We have a line here that goes from the top to the bottom, so people have asked me before if I can join up, and the answer is yes. The lines at the bottom do join up to the lines at the top through this set of points right here. Of how I added some detail in the backs of these terraced houses with people and plants and dustbins. The infamous spaceship with the aliens trying to steal the cows. A little bit of fun there. It actually is a working, moving thing. I'm sure people have seen it on videos out of other places. Another little barn here. And up there we have a manor house with a kit-bashed garage and a folly in the corner there. We have another little farmhouse and tractor and some implements. And we have some more pigs over there. Up here we have the old cricket ground, which is being used right now for bowling. And then next to that we have a field with some cows leading up to the raised area and the set of tunnels over here. And then down here we have the cattle loading bay. Now this outside track here is DC. The rest of the layout is all DCC, but I have one track on the outside which is DC, so I can run some of my older locomotives that I haven't converted to DCC, such as this A4 right here. So as we get up onto the hill here, you'll see that we have the 009 component of the layout, the narrow gauge, and there's a few sheep around, a couple of slate buildings. In this area up here, I have a stone circle. Probably need to do some more with this at some point, but right now it's just a sort of barren hill. And the 009 stuff sort of goes through this swampy area here. You may remember that attempt to use plastic wrap to do a water feature here, which I'm still not convinced about. The nodding donkey, also a working piece. That hill up there needs some finishing, as do all these rocks along here. 009 continues on and disappears into a tunnel there. And up here we have some houses and a pub and a church. And again, this just needs finishing off. It's acceptable, but it needs some finishing off, as do the rest of these rocks in this rock wall here. The features that I recently completed was this row of terraced houses back here, and then the 009 comes out of the tunnel and runs along here or into another tunnel at the end there, which it basically stops at that point. And at some point I will put a reversing switch in there so it'll back up as it reaches that point. Relatively new feature is the canal, which is again just about finished. Couple of things to tidy up yet. Canal lock here, which I think is pretty effective. And then we've got the lock keeper's cottage over in the corner there, and we have another hill up here with a tunnel through it and a water feature and some trees in the background. A few sheep floating around. And then we come around here where I built this wall fairly recently, all the way along. We get into an area here which is not really yet fully finished. I've got maybe one more of these house backs to put in back here. We have a pub there, and we've got the brewery. Not sure if that's its final resting place, but it's there for now. Okay, and then we come into my fiddle yards, which still need some work. So the fiddle yards is one on the upper track, one on the lower track. As I say, the upper one needs some more attention yet. It's not finished. The lower one's in reasonable shape, but not all the way there yet. And on this lower one, I got to play with these points here. They just don't work. The upper points are all in and have point motors on them and seem to work pretty well, but these lower ones are causing some issues. I'm building some new shelves here. Already got stock on them. I probably should varnish this or stain it or something at some point, but I got to wait for better weather so I can have the doors open to do that. So we come to a section of the layout that I'm probably going to work on next. This sort of got chopped about when I added the extension at this end. This is where the layout used to finish. If you go back in time and look at my videos, you'll see that it used to finish here and come around. So some of this got ripped out and it's just not been redone. So this is the circular staircase that allows me to get up to this upper loft area. I recently finished this little halt station here and also the footbridge. So this has all got to be put in properly and made to work. And as I say, finish that area back there. Here you can see the church and the rectory and the river in the background with the viaduct. And here's the castle. A lot of detail inside the castle there. Show you that. And then we have the castle moat here and the river that runs along the edge. Again, this whole area in the back needs finishing. That bridge will eventually connect the turntable over there to the tracks here, so you can actually get in and out of the turntable. That's kind of a missing component right now. If we look along here, we have a row of cottages, and there is the turntable and the roundhouse that I kind of scratch built from Metcalf components. Again, video somewhere out there. Here we have a building site. I'm building some bungalows. Fair bit of activity going on there. And then we have what I call the new cricket ground. And as you can see, there's a cricket match ongoing right there right now. So down here we have an engine shed. And water tower and a coaling shed there too. And over here we have a wagon depot. The best way to put it. We'll see a little bit more of that. This gap right here, I have a building that's going to go in there, a factory building. We'll get that done sooner than later. And then as we kind of move along here, you can see we have a gas works. And we have a series of factory buildings all along here. And eventually we get back to where we started there with the caravan site. So that's the layout as it stands today. So when it comes to overall dimensions, as we look around here, The layout varies from 10 to just under 12 feet wide, depending upon where we are. This is kind of the widest point right here. So to do a full 360, so some people ask about these storage cabinets that I have. Couple of ones over here you can see don't have very much in them. I need to move those because it's very difficult for me to get to them, particularly that one in the corner there. So they're going to get moved. It's a little shelving unit I just built myself out of some lumber, which I use for trucks, lorries, etc. Available shelving. I bought some of it, and as you can see, I mainly use it for coaching stock, but it will take anything. I've continued that same shelving along underneath these units up here. You notice that these are dark wood. There was a time when I could only get dark wood ones, and then we got some more lighter wood ones there, designed for N-gauge, so I use it for 009, but also, as you can see, I've got a lot of vehicles in there too. These units that I'm sort of underneath the layout. So eventually I'll take a couple of those that I showed you in the corner that I can't get to and put more of those underneath the layout in a similar fashion to this one. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching my videos, for all the support, for the comments, for subscribing. As I say, 200 videos, and we have, I think, about 1,400 subscribers at this point. It would be nice to get a few more subscribers, but I'm more than happy with the people that contribute in terms of comments and enjoy the videos and like them. So I'll keep doing it for a bit, and we'll see you in the next video. Oh, and as always, you can subscribe with the button to the top right, and there will be another video to the top left.